Thank you all for coming to see our virtual production of Cox and Box. Our cast and staff worked very hard over the last few months to make the show happen, and I really appreciate all of you coming out to see it tonight. I'd also like to take a moment to thank all our patrons for supporting us even during this virtual semester. We truly would not have been able to produce theater during pandemic without you. The recommended donation for this performance is $15, and your money will go towards supporting our organization in its future endeavors and allowing us to continue to create art and share it with you. Again, thank you all so much for coming. Please rise for God Save the Queen, performed by our lovely music director.
Please rise for God Save the Queen. 1, 2, 3.
I've have a mind to register an oath that I'll never have my hair cut again. I was particularly emphatic in my instructions to the hairdresser to only cut the ends off. He must have thought I meant the other ends. Never mind. I shan't meet anybody to care about so early. 8 o'clock, I declare, and I haven't a moment to lose. Fate has placed me with the most punctual, particular, and peremptory of hatters, and I must fulfill my destiny. Open knocks, whoever knocks.
Good morning, Colonel Cox. I trust you slept comfortably, Colonel.
I can't say that I did, Bouncer. I should feel obliged to you if you could accommodate me with a more protuberant bolster, Bouncer. The one I've got now has a handful and half of feathers at each end and nothing whatever in the middle.
Anything to accommodate you, Captain Cox.
Thank you. Then perhaps you would be good enough to hold this glass while I finish my toilet.
Certainly. Why, I do declare you've had your hair cut.
Cut? It strikes me I've had it mowed. Very kind of you to mention it, but I'm sufficiently conscious of the absurdity of my personal appearance already. I look as if I've been propped for the militia.
The militia? I recollect when I was in the militia.
Oh, now he's off on his hobby.
Yes, we were mounted on chargers. I recollect upon one occasion being sat firmly in the saddle for 8 hours. And I don't recollect being able to sit down firmly again for a considerable period afterwards.
Yes, in those merry days, yes, those brilliant days, we gathered our laurels and rode on our bays. We gathered our laurels and rode on our bays. I mounted a horse in Her Majesty's force as one of the yeomen who'd meet with the foeman, for then an invasion threatened the nation, and every man in the rear of the van who found an occasion, and every man in the rear of the van found an occasion to sing. Write a plan, 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 plan. Write a plan, plan, plan. Write a plan. We sounded the trumpets, we beat the drums. Somehow the enemy didn't come. So I gave up my horse in Her Majesty's force, as there wasn't a foeman to meet with the yeoman, and so no invasion threatened the nation. There wasn't a man in the rear of the van who found an occasion. There wasn't a man in the rear or the van found an occasion to sing. Write a plan, 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 write a plan, plan, plan. Write a plan, write a plan.
Oh, this is pleasant. This comes of getting one's hair cut. None of my hats will fit me. Never mind. This one seems to wobble about rather less than the others. And now I'm off. By the by, bouncer, I wish to know how it is that I frequently find my apartment full of smoke.
Why, I suppose the chimney.
The chimney doesn't smoke tobacco. I'm speaking of tobacco smoke. How is this?
Well, you see, I suppose... yes, that must be it.
At present, I'm entirely of your opinion, because I haven't the most distinct particle of an idea of what you mean.
Oh. Well, you see, the fellow who has got the attics is hardly ever without a pipe in his mouth. And there he sits for hours and puffs away into the fireplace.
Ah, then you mean to say that this gentleman's smoke, instead of emulating the example of all other sorts of smoke and going up the chimney, thinks it proper to effect a singularity by taking the contrary direction?
Why...
And I suppose that this is the gentleman that I invariably meet coming up the stairs when going down and going down when coming up.
Why, yes.
From the appearance of his outward man, I should unhesitatingly set him down as a gentleman associated with the printing interest.
Why, yes, sir. And a very respectable young gentleman he is, too. Good morning, Colonel.
Stay, bouncer, stay. To me it has occurred that now's the time with you to have a word. What can he mean? I tremble, I tremble. Listen with pleasure. Now coals is coals, as sure as eggs is eggs. Coals haven't souls, no more than they have legs. But as you will admit, the case is so. Legs or no legs, my coals contrive to go, contrive to go, contrive to go. But as you will admit, the case is so that legs or no legs, my coals contrive to go, contrive to go. Well, I should say, or as it seems to me. Exactly. Quite so. Then we both agree. As we agree, good day. I've something more to say. 'Tis not my coals alone why this cruel tone, but are the things as dear as they to me, which in that little closet I carefully deposit. In them a sure and gradual loss I see, until their case the poet's words express, small by degrees and beautifully less. Until their case the poet's words express, small by degrees and beautifully less. Small by degrees and beautifully less. Beautifully, beautifully, beautifully less. And now, Sergeant Bouncer, I beg to announce, sir, for ne'er was occasion as this half as good. Whate'er may my coals sell, these things go by wholesale. My lucifers, candles, tea, sugar, and wood. Mr. Cox, Mr. Cox, my feelings overpower me, that his lodger, his friendly lodger, should one suspect that Bouncer is
a dodger.
as to who takes your calls, wood and all that, it must have been.
No, 'twas not the cat.
Write a plan, I'm a military man, rough, honest, I hope, though unpolished, and I'll bet you a hat that as to the cat in the army's abolished.
Write a plan, he's a military man, honest, I hope, though it doesn't appear, and as to the cat, the treacherous cat, if it isn't the army, don't have it here.
Write a plan, 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 I'm a military man.
Write a plan, he's a military man.
I'm a military man.
He's a military man.
A military.
A very military man, a military man. Write a plan, he's a military man. Honest, I am, as I hope to appear. And as to the cat, the treacherous cat, if it isn't in the army, and we don't have it here. Write a plan, he's a military man. He's a military man.
He's gone at last, my dear.
I declare I was all of a tremble for fear Mr. Box should come in before Mr. Cox went out. We're lucky they've never met yet.
And what's more, they're not very likely to do so. Oh, Mr. Box is busy working at a newspaper office all night and doesn't come home till morning. And Mr. Cox is busy making hats all day long and doesn't come home till night.
This way, we're getting double rent for our room, and neither of our lodgers are any the wiser for it.
It was a happy thought of mine.
That it was, but we haven't an instant to lose. First, let me put Mr. Cox's things out of Mr. Box's way.
And I shall put the key where Mr. Cox always finds it.
Now then, to make the bed. And don't let me forget what's the head of the bed for Colonel Cox becomes the foot of the bed for Private Box. People's tastes do differ so. The idea of Colonel Cox presuming to complain of such a boaster as this.
I shall be wed in a fortnight. Waiter! Oh, I suppose this could be considered an especially fortuitous occasion by most, but goodness gracious, I have never met such an unsatisfactory man in all my days. Every passing hour he seems to appear more and more like my ill-fated former intended.
Such a woeful tale, miss.
I was once married, dear waiter, to a wonderful man by the name of William Wiggins, but alas, he died quite soon after we had been wed.
I offer both my many condolences and this afternoon's special, smoked bacon hash with a fried duck egg. Perhaps it shall cheer you up.
And oh, how I longed for love after the passing of my dear husband. I longed for a very special sort of love, you see, and I thought I had finally found it with another man. But he is drowned, and now there is a third.
Oh, so that ill-fated former, he is dead, is he not?
Yes, and I could not abide by him either. However, that is of no consequence. I am a woman, I mean.
And very few ladies are frantically attached to their intended.
Ah, that may be true, but very few women share my particular set of woes. For death is too cruel a punishment for even the most bothersome man. First, my husband's untimely passing, and then my intended's death lead me to believe that I am perhaps ill with the most devious of sicknesses. The man-killing kind! I was even left a note, you see, upon this most recent fateful accident. "This is thy work, O Penelope Ann," said that cursed letter. My illness is all-consuming and husband-murdering.
Husband-murdering? What a dreadful sickness indeed!
Alas, refusing to marry is simply not a possibility. Society would be at its wit's end. Already half the establishments in town refuse to put up with me. The only explanation for such a dreadful occurrence is my personal disgrace.
Oh, yes. As a waiter, I've heard of your circumstances. Most establishments do not take kindly to excessive complaints. particularly over the stench of tobacco smoke. Your betrothed seems extraordinarily fond of doing so.
That is the one area in which he differs so significantly from my former, who would refuse to be seen without a pipe in his mouth. Another action most establishments do not take kindly to. However, let it be known that as I enter the church, not a single soul dares look up from their Bible in shame of my very own mark of Cain.
Could it not be that they're simply praying?
Perhaps, but perhaps not. My very intended seems to have succumbed to the same rumors, for he hardly dare look upon me when we dine as one. He is away on business at the moment, and I am afraid he has begun to have second thoughts about our upcoming marriage.
Why don't you keep to your own side of the staircase, Sam? It is as much your fault as mine, Sam. I say, sir, it was much your fault as mine, sir.
Oh, Mr. Box, what is the matter?
Mind your own business, Brigadier Bouncer.
Dear, Mr. Box, what a temper you're in, to be sure. I declare you are quite pale in the face.
What colour would you have a man be who's been setting up long ledgers for a daily paper all night?
But then, you've all did it to yourself.
So it seems. Far be it from me, Brigadier Bouncer, to hurry your movements, but I find it right to acquaint you with my immediate intention of divesting myself of my garments and going to bed.
Oh, certainly, Mr. Box.
Stop! Can you inform me of the individual whom I've invariably encounter going down the stairs when I'm coming up, and going up the stairs when I'm coming down?
Oh, yes, the gentleman in the attic, sir.
There's nothing particularly remarkable about him, except his hats. I see him in all sorts of hats. White hats and black hats, hats with broad brims, hats with narrow brims, hats with naps, hats without naps. In short, I have come to the conclusion that he must be individually and professionally involved with the hatting interest.
Yes, sir, and they tell me that's why he took the attics. And by the by, Mr. Box, he has begged me to request of you as a particular favor that you would not smoke quite so much.
Did he? Oh, then you may inform the gentle hatter, with my compliments, that if he objects to the effluvia of tobacco, then he should domesticate himself in some adjoining parish.
You surely wouldn't deprive me of a lodger.
It would come to that very same thing, Brigadier Bouncer, because if I detect the slightest attempt to put my pipe out, I at once give you warning that I shall give you warning at once.
Well, Mr. Box, do you want anything more of me?
On the contrary, I've had quite enough of you.
Well, if ever!
Well, there is one evolution that I should much like to see you perform.
What's that?
Run about face, quick march! It's extraordinary, the trouble I have getting rid of that venerable warrior. She knows I'm up all night and yet seems to set her face against me lying down in a horizontal position by day. Now let's see. Shall I take my nap before I swallow my breakfast? Or shall I take my breakfast before I swallow my nap? Shall I swallow my nap before... Never mind. Now let's see. I have a rash of bacon somewhere. Yes, I have the most distinct and vivid recollection of having purchased a rash of... Here it is. And my penny roll. Now, to light the fire, where are my lucifers? Now, this is by too bad of Bouncer. This is by several degrees too bad. I had a full box not 3 days ago, and now there's only one. I am perfectly aware I keep purloined my coals and my candles and my sugar, but I did think, yes, I did think that my lucifers would be sacred. Bounds has been using my gridiron. The last article of consumption that I cooked upon it was a pork chop, and now it is powerfully impregnated with the odor of red herring. Oh, how tired I am, to be sure. I'd indulge myself in a nap, but who would superintend the turning of my bacon? Perhaps it will turn itself. I'll take a nap and close my eye. Soon shall I be nodding, 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 singing lullaby, lullaby, lullaby. La 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 boy. Hush-a-bye begun on the cold top, till I awaken, there you will stop. Hush-a-bye begun on the cold top, lullaby, 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 lullaby.
Sleep, gentle bacon, smoke amid, which circling up smile on the fly. While you lie and nodding, 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 singing
And my intended eye for fashion is sorely lacking. A hat like this for a lady? Ugh, I shudder to think of the future.
Oh, that poor lady. I must return her hat at once.
Oh,
Excuse me, have all the ladies on land been gifted with such astounding visages? I could not have been at sea for so long so as to forget an occurrence of this magnitude.
good women have often spent hours poking fun at a lady as disgraced from society as myself. It saddens me to tell you that your unbecoming drivel falls upon hard ears.
Forgive me, my lady, but I mean nothing in jest. You are but a queen, nay, a goddess. And I have had the astoundingly good fortune to encounter a lady such as yourself among the common folk. The only disgrace from society is simply that you are yet unwed.
I am. I have endured all sorts of name-calling and hobbly-jobbling all throughout this morning. I had hoped I'd not be accosted in a restaurant as well, but it seems this curse of mine has a reach far beyond any semblance of normalcy.
Curse? You must be speaking of the enchantment swirling across your lovely eyes. Oh, my lady, it has become awfully difficult for me to contain my passion for you. Might I ever have the pleasure of seeing you once more?
You hardly even know my name.
Yet even now, I know it is a name that shall put all the other names to shame. You need not tell me your name to know that my love burns bright and true.
But what will you call me?
Anything your heart desires, my lady.
You can refer to me as Wiggins.
I will take whatever you deem fit to give me, my lady. I am Knox, at your service, and I long for the day my plain name might spill from your tender lips.
Lady Knox, you are surprisingly easy to please.
Yes, yes, Mrs. Wiggins. Anything for you. My words spill solely from my uncontained heart, my dear.
Why then, tomorrow we must re-meet.
As kind as you are beautiful, my lady.
My master is punctual, always in business. Unpunctuality, even slight is in his eyes. Such a crime that on showing my fizz in his shop. I thought there be the devil to pay. Shop, I thought there be the devil to pay. My aged employer with his physiognomy shining like soap from a star in astronomy said, Mr. Cox, you'll oblige me and honor me if you will take this as your holiday. If you will take this as your holiday. Visions of Brighton and Backen and Rocheville, cheap for excursions already. The squash I feel fearing the rain put on my Macintosh. I feel now for my breakfast my light déjeuner. Now for my breakfast my light déjeuner.
What a mutton chop. So I shan't want any dinner. Good gracious, I forgot the bread. Hello? What's this? A roll, I declare. Come, that's lucky. Now then, to light the fire. Helloa? Who presumes to touch my box of lucifers? Why, it's empty. I left one in it, I take my oath I did. Hey, day, by the fire, it's lighted. There's my gridiron. On the fire, I declare. What's that? Bacon? Bacon it is. Now, upon my life, there's a quiet coolness about Bounce's proceedings that's almost amusing. He takes my last lucifer, my coals, and my gridiron to cook his breakfast by. No, I can't stand this. Come out of that, come on. Sit down. Oh. Now, for my breakfast things.
Come on in, Bouncer, it be you. You needn't be afraid. Oh, I wonder how long I was asleep. Goodness gracious, my bacon! Hello, what's this? A chop? Whose chop? Oh, Bouncers, I'll be bound. He thought to cook his breakfast while I was asleep with my coals and my gridiron. But where is my bacon? There it is. Oh, Bouncer's doing it. And shall I curb my indignation? Shall I falter in my vengeance? No!
Hey!
So much for Bouncer's breakfast. And now to my own. I may as well get my breakfast things.
Come in, come in. Oh, goodness! My chop! Hello? What's this? The bacon again? Oh, pooh, zounds, confound it, dash it, damn it! I can't stand this!
Ah! The first day I think to give up meat, a whole breakfast falls from the sky simply to spite me. Goodness gracious, I've long since despised this neighborhood, but this will be the last straw. I must abandon my family home at once and flee to the countryside, where I will no longer be regaled by dead animals falling from the sky. Only live ones.
What's that, sir? Who are you?
Who are you, sir?
What's that to you, sir?
What's that to who, sir?
Who, sir? You, sir.
Who are you, sir?
Who are you, sir?
Tell me who, sir?
Tell me who, sir?
Who are you,
Who
sir?
are
Tell
you,
me
sir?
who,
Tell
sir?
me who,
Who
sir?
are you,
Who
sir?
are you,
Tell me
sir?
who,
Tell
sir?
me who,
Who
sir?
are
You,
you,
sir.
Yes, 'tis the printer.
Yes, 'tis the hatter. Yes, 'tis the hatter.
Printer, take your hinter, leave the room, or else shall I vainly struggle with the fire, with the raging fierce desire to do you an injury, an injury. Printer, take a hinter, printer, take a hinter, go. Printer, take a hinter, printer, take a hinter, take a hinter, go. Printer, take a hinter, take a hinter, go.
What are you doing in my room?
Your room, if on that you're bent. Here is my receipt for rent.
Your receipt is very fine. If it comes to that, sir, here is mine. Murder,
Bouncer,
he can settle the hatter, turn up the man. Bouncer,
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 bouncer.
Plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan.
Rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, 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 rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, 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 rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, 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 rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, rotter plan, 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 rotter plan, rotter plan, plan, plan.
Instantly remove that hatter!
Immediately turn out that printer.
Oh, but gentlemen!
Explain!
Explain! Whose room is this?
Yes, whose room is this?
Does this belong to me?
No.
How dare you hear, sir? It belongs to me.
No, it belongs to both of you.
Both of us?
Oh, yes, gents, don't be angry, but you see, this gentleman only being home in the daytime, and this gentleman at night, I thought I might venture until my little back second floor room was ready.
When will
When
your
will your
second
back
floor room be ready?
ready?
Why, tomorrow.
I'll take it.
So will I.
Excuse me, but if you both take it, you may just as well stop where you are.
True. I spoke first, sir.
With all my heart, sir. The little back second floor room is yours, sir. Now go.
Go? Pooh-pooh.
Now, don't quarrel, gentlemen. You see, there used to be a partition around here.
Then
Put it up!
Nay, I'll see if I can't get the other room ready this very day. Now, gents and officers, don't fight, but keep your tempers.
What a disgusting position.
If you'll allow me to observe, sir, if you hadn't any exercise today, you may as well go take it.
I shall do nothing of the sort, sir.
Very well, sir.
Very well, sir. However, don't let me prevent you from going out.
Don't flatter yourself, sir. Oh, hello! That's my role!
Oh, hello! What are you about, sir?
What am I about, sir? I'm about to smoke. Hello! Put down that window!
Then put out your pipe, sir.
Fine. There.
There.
I think that I shall retire to my pillow.
I beg your pardon, sir, but I can't allow anyone to rumple my bed.
Your bed? Oh, hark ye, sir. Do you fight?
No.
No. Then come on!
And sit down, or I'll instantly vociferate. Police!
I say, sir.
Well, sir?
Although we are doomed to occupy the same room for a few hours longer, I see no necessity in us cutting each other's throats, sir.
Not at all, sir. It's an operation I should decidedly object to.
Besides, I've no violent animosity towards you, sir.
Nor I any rooted antipathy to you, sir.
Besides, it was all Bouncer's fault, sir.
Entirely, sir.
Very well, sir.
Very well, sir.
Take him at a roll, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Do you sing, sir?
I sometimes dabble in a serenade.
Then dabble away.
The buttercup dwells on the lowly mead, the daisy is bright to see, but brighter far are the eyes that read the thoughts in the heart of me. I come by night, I come by day, I come in the morn to sing my lay. I know my notes, I count each bar, and I've learned a tune on the gay guitar.
The floweret shines on the minaret fair, the dahlia waves in the breeze, the cockchafer sighs in the midnight air, the dicky bird sings in the trees. I come by night, I come by day, I never can stay away. If you the guitar can sweetly do, I play on the concertina too.
Fiddle-little-dum, fiddle-little-dum,
Fiddle-little-little-little-little-dum,
I come by night, I come by day, I come in the morn to sing my lay. I know my notes, I count each bar, and I learn a tune on the guitar, on the gay guitar.
Lady Knox, I must explain to you my discretion.
There is nothing to be explained, my dear. Your discretion is of the feminine variety.
I had not realized there was a feminine variety.
Ah, but there is, along with the masculine variety. See, when a lady is to be wed.
And how have you come to the conclusion that there is a lady to be wed?
Your discretion.
I may as well give credit to your inspection. I am engaged to be married.
To me? Oh, Penelope, I must accept immediately.
No, to another.
Very well. And is this the sole reason for your grim countenance?
Nay, there is another.
A second man?
An occasion much more grim than marriage.
Can there be anything such?
There are very, very many.
But those are often passing matters, while engagements are much more pressing.
That may be true, Lady Knox. I am afraid you have fallen towards discretion of the feminine variety.
Nay, my discretion is strictly masculine. I would move both the earth and the sun to be your intended.
Your discretion is not so masculine. You see, the man I will wed would move both the earth and the sun to not be my intended.
I have never heard such a preposterous statement. Any man should hold a lady such as yourself in the highest regard.
Any man but the three I have been betrothed to.
Then let me challenge them.
A duel?
Yes.
You cannot. They are dead.
All of them? So you are not to be wed?
All of them killed by me and my curse, with the exception of the man I must soon marry.
Then the men that are dead are of no consequence.
Must you speak so thunderously? The waiter is just nearby.
My lovely Penelope, if there exists a man not astonished by your wondrous beauty, he shan't ever have the chance to be astonished by lesser things.
I believe your challenge to be unnecessary.
I shall do it.
I do not doubt your skill, but you will not be quick enough. You will be ill-fated far before then.
The sooner it is, the happier I shall be.
But you shall be next in line.
Then I will raise a pistol to both your intended and his ill fate.
Pistols can only do so much, Lady Knox.
Have you read this one's Bradshaw, sir?
No, sir. My wife wouldn't let me.
Your wife?
That is my intended wife.
That's the same thing. Oh, I congratulate you, sir.
Thank you. You needn't disturb yourself, sir. She won't come here.
I understand. You have your own little snug establishment here on the side. Oh, cunning dog, you.
No such thing, sir. I repeat, no such thing, sir. But my wife, that is my intended wife, happens to be the proprietor of a considerable number of bathing machines.
Where?
At a favorite watering place. How curious you are.
Not at all. Go on.
Consequently, in the bathing season, which luckily is a rather long one, we see but little of each other. But as that is now over, I am daily indulging in the expectation of being blessed with the sight of my beloved. Are you married?
Me? Why, not exactly.
Ah, a happy bachelor.
Not precisely.
Oh, a widower?
No, not absolutely.
You'll excuse me, sir, but at present I don't quite understand how you can help being one of the three.
Not help it?
No, sir, not you, nor any other man alive.
That may be, but I'm not alive.
You'll excuse me, sir, but I don't like joking upon such subjects.
But I'm perfectly serious, sir. I've been defunct for the past 3 years.
Will you be quiet, sir?
If you won't believe me, I refer you to a very large, numerous, and respectable circle of very disconsolate friends.
My very dear sir, if there does exist any ingenious contrivance whereby a man on the eve of committing matrimony can leave this world, get stuck in it, I shouldn't be sorry to know it.
Oh, so I presume I'm not to set you down as being frantically attached to your intended?
Why, not exactly, but at present I'm only aware of one obstacle to my doting upon her, and that is that I can't abide her.
Then there's nothing more easy. Do as I did.
I will. What is it?
Drown yourself.
Will you be quiet, sir?
Listen.
not long ago it was my fate to captivate a widow at Ramsgate.
Tis odd to state the same as Margaret did.
By her not liking to be kissed, I thought I'd better try her too. In the lifeguard or blues enlist.
How odd, and so did I too.
I was not tall enough, they said.
Too short, they said of me.
The infantry I entered,
and I the infantry.
My widow offered to purchase my discharge from the marching line. Oh,
that's odd, coincidentally, the very same did mine. Oh,
I hesitated to consent, for my consent she waited. I gave it.
Oh, with mine I went and never hesitated.
I found I needed all my strength to face the ceremony. I suddenly found out I was unworthy to possess her. I told her so at once because I feared it might distress her. Before the words were out of my mouth, there came from the north and to the south something that came unpleasantly there. Clattering, sputtering, battering, shuddering, dashing, flashing, smashing, flashing, smashing, crashing, whizzing right past my ear. It shattered itself on the mantelpiece. Whoop!
What was it?
A tremble. The basin cold slap. It fell at my feet. It would have put the back of a man who was ever so meek up. So being thus bid, I retaliated and hurled out my widow caracaratic cup.
Between you then there was a fraction,
and I was threatened with an action.
Oh, jail, proceed.
One more. When I had finished my ablution, I took
a walk.
No, sir, a resolution. I tie up my clothes, my shirt and my hose, my socks for my toes, my linen for nose, my stink of my woes, and under the rose I pack up my bundle and off I goes.
I see you left in a tiff.
Listen, I solemnly walked to the cliff, and singing a sort of a dulcet dirge, put down my bundle upon the verge, heard the wild seagulls' mournful cry, looked all around, there is nobody nigh, none but I on a cliff so high, and also the sea was bare and dry, and I took one look on the wave below, and I raised my hand in an agony throw, and I stood on the edge of a rock so steep, and I gazed like a maniac on the deep. I cried, farewell, farewell to earth, farewell, farewell to the land of my birth, farewell, farewell to my only love, to the sea below and the sky above. Glance at the sea of wild despair, I cried, I come. My bundle lay there at the edge where the Coast Guard's way was chalked. Then away in the opposite way I walked.
What a clever man, what a capital plan. I've listened with attention. I think that I should like to try your wonderful invention.
What a clever man, what a capital plan. I've listened with attention. If you like it, I should like to try my wonderful invention.
I think I begin to have some slight perception of your meaning. Ingenious creature, you disappeared and the suit of clothes was found.
Exactly. And in the pocket of the coat, or the waistcoat, or the pantaloons, I forget which, there was found a piece of paper on which were inscribed these affecting farewell words. This is thy work, O Penelope Ann.
Penelope Ann? Penelope Ann?
Penelope Ann.
Originally widow of William Wiggins?
Widow of William Wiggins.
Proprietor of bathing machines?
Proprietor of bathing machines.
At Margate?
And Ramsgate.
Then it must be she. And you, sir, you are Box, the lamented long-lost Box.
I am.
And I was about to marry the interesting creature you so cruelly deceived.
Ah, then you are Cox.
I am.
I heard of it, sir. I congratulate you. I give you joy. And now I think I should go take a stroll.
No, you don't. I'll not lose sight of you till I've restored you to the arms of your intended.
My intended? You mean your intended?
No, sir, yours.
Well, how can she be my intended now that I am drowned?
You are no such thing, sir, and I prefer presenting you to Penelope Ann. Permit me, then, to follow the generous impulse of my nature. I give her up to you.
Oh, benevolent being, I wouldn't rob you for the world. Good morning.
Stop!
Unhand me, Hatter, or I shall cast down the lamb and assume lion. Ah! An insult to my very nose, in my very face. You know what the consequences are, sir. Instant satisfaction, sir.
With all my heart, sir.
Down, sir. Down, sir.
Rataplan, 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 rataplan. What is it, gentlemen?
Pizzas for two.
Yes, sir.
Stop. You don't mean to say, thoughtless and misguided militiamen, that you keep loaded firearms in the house?
Oh, no. They're not loaded.
Then produce the murderous weapons instantly.
I say, sir.
Well, sir?
What is your opinion on dueling, sir?
I think it's a rather barbarous practice, sir.
So do I. And yet, on the other hand, I do not so much oppose to it when the two pistols are not loaded.
No. I dare say that does make a difference.
And yet, on the other hand, does it not strike you as rather a waste of time for two people to be firing pistols at one another with nothing in them?
No, sir. No more than any other harmless recreation.
Hark ye. Why do you object to marry Penelope Ann?
Because, as I've already observed, I can't abide her. You'll be happy with her.
Happy? With the consciousness of having robbed you of such a treasure? No, Mr. Cox.
Don't think of me, Box. I shall be sufficiently rewarded with the knowledge of my Box's happiness.
Don't be absurd, sir.
Then don't be ridiculous, sir.
I won't have her.
No more will I.
I have it. Suppose we draw lots for the lady, eh, Mr. Cox?
That's fair enough, Mr. Box.
Oh, what say you to dice?
With all my heart. Dice by all means.
That's lucky. Bounce's nephew left the pair here just last week. He sometimes persuades me to have a throw for a trifle. And as he always throws sixes, I suspect they are good ones.
I've no objection at all to dice. I lost £1.17 and sixpence the last Barnet races to a very gentlemanly-looking man with the most peculiar knack of throwing sixes. I suspected they were loaded, so I gave him another half-crown, and he gave me the dice.
Ready, sir?
I'm ready, sir. Will you lead off, sir?
Oh, very well, sir. If it pleases you, the lowest roll, of course, wins Penelope Ann.
Of course, sir.
Very well, sir.
Very well, sir.
Sixes.
That's a good throw for you. Success.
That's not a bad one too. Sixes.
Success.
Sixes.
Sixes.
Very good dice. Yours are nice. Suppose we arrange. If it suits you to change.
Oh, very well. That I will do. To please a gentleman such as you.
Sixes.
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 Sixes. Oh, this is absurd. I never have heard of such wonderful throws as I've seen with those. Oh, this is absurd. I never have heard of such wonderful throws as I've seen with those.
Sixes.
Sixes looks like trickses.
Sixes.
Sixes looks like trickses with such a throw. There's nobody can ever settle the case of Penelope Ann. With such a throw, there's nobody can ever settle the case of Penelope Ann. Penelope, Penelope Ann.
It's perfectly absurd you're going on throwing sixes in that sort of way.
I shall go on till my luck changes.
I have it. Suppose we toss for the lady.
With all my heart. Where's my tossing sixpence?
Where's my lucky shilling?
Where's my tossing sixpence?
Now then, sir. Heads win.
Or tails lose, whichever you prefer.
It's the same to me, sir.
Very well, sir.
Yes.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
Heads win, sir.
Very well. Go on.
Head.
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 Couldn't you say something else instead?
Head.
Head.
I wish an occasional tail you'd try.
Head.
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 I nail your lucky sixpence. Hello, it's got no tail. I've a mind to put you out on the leads.
Your shilling, I find, has got 2 heads. You swindler, you cheat, take care of my feet. Out of my room, sir, and into the street. Turn me out, stride, that is if you can. Swindler, cheat, vagabond, swindler, cheat.
You swindler!
Cheat.
Vagabond!
Thief.
Swindler!
Cheat.
Vagabond!
Thief. Bouncer.
Rataplan, 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 rataplan.
Ah, this Lady Knox, she is perhaps the very best woman I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. Which is why I must forsake her, for I could not bear to live at all if some tragic accident were to occur as a result of my ill fate. Ah, how I wish I could be in her stead, for then this fleeting happiness would not be swept aside by the guilty throes of a mad woman's conscience. I have half a mind to return to the dock in search of another vessel. This one must simply be too attached to land, which will not work at all for my purposes.
My lady, would you like a hand?
Lady Knox.
But you must return it if you do. It will be awfully difficult for me to live with only one hand.
It is exceptionally late for you, is it not?
For you as well, my dear.
I am quite fond of promenades.
Ah, your promenades often have you strolling onto the nearest vessel, I presume?
Often enough to make it a habit.
Quite a dangerous habit.
No more dangerous than an ill-fated woman.
An ill-fated woman? Is there one near?
Near enough.
I see no such woman, but my vision is often impaired by your lovely smile.
More impaired than I expected.
My dear Penelope, your ill fate is no match for...
Love, I presume?
Love. And my pistol.
I suppose you are a good shot?
The very best.
Well then, come along. If you can keep up, that is.
I will follow you to the ends of the earth, my lady!
Little back ready.
Not quite, gentlemen. I can't find the pistols, but the postman's here.
I brought you a letter. It came by the general post yesterday.
From where?
Margate. The postmark decidedly says Margate.
No doubt a tender epistle from Penelope Ann.
Then read it, sir.
Me, sir?
Of course, sir. You don't suppose I'm going to read a letter from your intended?
My intended? Oh, pooh-pooh. It is addressed C-O-X.
Do you think that's a C? It looks to me like a B.
Nonsense. Fracture the seal.
Goodness gracious!
Goodness!
Oh. Margaret, May the 4th. Sir, I hasten to convey to you the intelligence of a melancholy accident which has bereft you of your intended wife. He means your intended.
Yours, but it's perfectly immaterial. Go on.
Poor Mrs. Wiggins went out for a short excursion in a sailing boat. A sudden and violent squall soon after took place, which, it is supposed, upset her, as she was found 2 days afterwards keel upwards.
Oh, woman!
The boat, sir. As her man of business, I immediately proceeded to examine her papers, amongst which I soon discovered her will, the following extract from which I have no doubt be satisfactory to you. I hereby bequeath my entire property to my intended husband. Excellent but unhappy creature.
Generous but ill-fated being.
And to think that I tossed up for such a woman.
When I think that I take such a treasure on the hazard of a die.
I'm sure, Mr. Box, I can't thank you enough for your sympathy.
And I'm sure you couldn't feel any more, Mr. Cox, had she been your own intended.
If she had been my own intended, she was my own intended.
Oh, come, I like that. Didn't you just so properly say that I proposed to her first?
To which you very sensibly replied you'd come to an untimely end.
I deny it.
I say you have.
The fortune's mine.
Mine?
I'll go to law.
So will I.
Stop! A thought strikes me. Instead of going to law about the property, suppose we divide it.
Equally?
Equally. I'll take 2/3.
Oh, that's fair enough. I'll take 3/4.
Come, that won't do. Half and half.
Agreed. Here's my hand upon it.
And mine.
Hello? Postman again?
Postman yesterday, postman today.
Another letter, Colonel Cox. Another trifle from Margate.
I thank you again. Goodness gracious!
His goodness!
Happy to inform you. False alarm.
Sudden squall. Boat upset. Mrs. Wiggins, you're intended.
Picked up by Lady Knox's steamboat.
Carried to Boulogne.
Returned here this morning.
And will be arriving by early train tomorrow.
And be with you at 10 o'clock exact.
Oh, Mr. Cox, I congratulate you.
Oh, Mr. Box, I give you joy.
I am very sorry. The very important business at the Colonial Office will prevent me from witnessing the very happy meeting between you and your intended.
It's obviously for me to retire, not for worlds would I disrupt the rapturous meeting between you and your intended. Good morning.
If you'll excuse me, sir, I believe our last arrangement was she was your intended.
No, sir, yours.
Yours. Yours.
Yours.
Ha! What's that? A cab drawn up at the door? No, it's a two-penny omnibus.
The ladies got out.
There's no mistaking that majestic creature. It's Penelope Ann.
Your intended.
Yours.
Yours.
Yours. Hark! She's coming up the stairs.
Shut the door.
Colonel?
I've just stepped out.
So have I.
Mr. Cox, open the door. It's only me, Sergeant Bouncer.
Only you? Then where's the lady?
Gone.
Upon your honor?
As a militiaman?
Yes, and she's left a note for Brigadier Cox.
Then give it here.
And then open the door.
Put it under. Goodness gracious!
Gracious goodness!
Dear Mr. Cox, pardon my candor, but being convinced that our feelings, like our ages, do not reciprocate, I hasten to apprise you of my immediate union with Lady Knox.
Huzzah!
3 cheers for Knox!
Woohoo!
3 cheers for Knox! 3 cheers for Knox!
The little second floor back room is quite ready.
I don't want it.
No more do I.
What shall part us?
What shall tear us asunder?
Box.
Cox. You'll forgive the apparent insanity of the remark, but the more I gaze upon your features, the more I'm convinced that you are my long-lost brother.
The very observation I was going to make to you.
Tell me, in mercy, tell me, have you such a thing as a strawberry mark on your left arm?
No.
Then it is he!
Of course, we stop where we are.
Of course.
For between you and me, I'm rather partial to this house.
So am I. I begin to feel quite home in it.
Everything's so clean and comfortable.
And the masters, as I've seen of them, are quite anxious to please.
That he is. And I vote Box that we stick by him.
Agreed.
My hand upon it, join but yours, agree the house will hold us.
And 2 good lodgers, Bouncer gets there in their arms enfold us.
And oh my dear, my love is true, no man can ever scold us.
No curse will stop me in my tracks, let all you fools behold us.
Rataplan, 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 rataplan. For Rataplan, Penelope Ann has married another respectable man. 3 cheers for Knox, who lives at the docks, and may she live happily if she can. Rataplan, 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 plan, 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 plan. For Rataplan, Penelope Ann has married another respectable man. 3 cheers for Knox, who lives at the docks, and may she live happily